99% of e-commerce stores fail within the first year, but I'm going to show you the tricks to avoid these mistakes so that you can hit your first $10,000 month if you stay consistent. A lot of people, when starting these e-commerce stores, they start without a plan, without learning any sort of skills, and they just throw up a horrible website and expect to get sales, especially without any ads. They expect their store to be ranked on Google, so whenever someone searches for a specific product, like Amazon, it pops up with a list. But sadly, this isn't the truth. What really happens is they're on like the 20th page and no one's ever getting past the first page realistically. Even that, if people go on Amazon and search for these products and they get better prices cheaper than yours, and they get faster shipping, so why would they even want to go to your store even if somehow they did find it? Let's say you have no money to start dropshipping. Here are the mistakes that you should not make if you want to hit $10,000 a month. And honestly, it's very simple. It's just people get too lazy or stupid or arrogant and they make these mistakes, making them miss out on $100,000 or more every single year. The first one, and I know you guys have heard it before, and the only reason I'm mentioning it is because it's actually very important, and it's literally just being consistent. If you're doing organic dropshipping with Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, all you have to do is post at least a minimum of one a day. If you can do more, that's better, because obviously if you do more, you're gonna get the results quicker, so you're gonna know what works and what doesn't work. Like if you're posting once a day versus 5 times a day, you're gonna get 5 times the results, and realistically, it grows exponentially, so you're gonna get more than 5 times that. But a minimum, post every single day, even those days you're feeling tired, those days you're feeling sick, because that's what gets the algorithm to really push out your content. How do I know this? I've grew several Instagram pages, not to 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 30,000, 50,000 plus followers for drop shipping stores. That's made me 6 figures a month before. I know this firsthand experience, and organic dropshipping is the most profitable method in 2025. Another huge mistake that these people are making is once they get sales, they take way too long to ship their product. We're not in 2018 where you can get the sale and wait 2 weeks before it arrives at their house. We're in an era where people expect a package in literally a day or 2. So by dropshipping, the lowest times you guys should have is 7 to 10 days max. And you need to have this clearly on your store, because if they expect 2-day shipping, you're gonna get a lot of disputes and a lot of returns and a lot of refunds. And that is horrible, especially with Shopify's payment processor. A lot of your money and funds are gonna get put on hold if you don't tell this to your customers, because it's better to lose a sale because they're not gonna get it in 2 days than get this sale when I'm thinking this and then they later return it or cause you to lose money because you have to either refund or speed up the shipping, or they just dispute it, causing your dispute rate to go up. So whenever you make a Shopify store, under the price or under the add to cart button, you need to make sure that it says the shipping, the product, or whatever you guys are doing will arrive in 7 to 12 days. On my website, I have something where it automatically updates each day saying 7 to 10 days. So it literally will say the date that it could arrive from the date it could arrive. Like the earliest to the latest it should be arriving at your house. So all the customers that purchase from my stores, they know exactly when they're gonna get their product. And I do this so I can get less refunds and people have their expectations set. And usually what I do is, let's say I can get it to their house in 10 days, I'll put 12 days so their expectations aren't too high, and then it comes in early, making them feel like they're actually better. So that's why I do that. Another mistake is that people start this without enough money. Let's say you guys do very good and one of your stores or one of your videos blows up from social media. You don't have enough money to actually supply all these different products. Like let's say you get 500 orders in one day at $10. That means you have to ship out $5,000 worth of goods. Do you even have $5,000 in your bank account? Because that's all it takes is one very good video to blow up and you will get sales. But most people don't have $5,000, and you guys are probably gonna say or comment, well, Shopify pays you. Yeah, they do pay you, but what if they do it on like a Friday? You're not gonna get that money most likely till a Monday or Tuesday. And even if this happens on a Tuesday where you get 5,000 in sales, where you have to pay the orders, you still won't get that money on Wednesday. You'll probably get it Thursday, which is 2 days, and you can't wait 2 days to ship your orders. Like, as I said, because if you wait 2 days, now not only are 2 days now wasted because you haven't done anything, there's gonna be another 2 to 3 days wasted from your supplier that's just gonna be processing, and then an extra 5 to 10 days actually shipping it before it arrives at their house. And a lot of drop shipping people don't ship out the products, which makes other legit companies look like a scam. And that's why you need to really brand your company. These old stores aren't gonna cut it anymore, where you just throw up an easy product and just something very plain and simple. You need to make people feel welcome and like it's an actual brand. because that's what people are looking for. They're looking to make a real connection, because I could be selling a plain black t-shirt, or I could be selling a plain black t-shirt with a logo on it, because this is a Prada shirt. If I take that logo off, it's probably a $10 shirt, but instead this is like $1,000, all because of the way it's marketed and branded. And why do people buy shirts like this? You think it's because of the logo? No, it's because of the respect and the way people treat them based on what they're wearing and how they actually spend their money. Because wearing the shirt, not only is it a respect symbol, but it shows that people like me have money. So you need to make your store feel the exact same way. You need to make it feel luxurious. You need to make it feel exclusive. And that's what I make sure to do with all my brands. And if you don't know how to do this, you're very lucky, because we're in an era where ChatGPT does exist. And just because your teachers didn't let you use it for school, that doesn't mean you can't use it for your online business, because the reality is, this is the real world, and you can use AI for almost anything. Those are just some of the mistakes I've seen people make, and there's several more, trust me, because I've been in your situation. I started off, and I remember my first organic dropshipping store was like a PS4 controller set. It wasn't a PS4 controller, it was just add-ons to make your controller look cooler. And after everything, the Shopify payment, the ads, the product, I got my first few sales, calculated everything, to realize I spent over 5 hours of hard-earned time to profit $1. I remember this very clearly. I was only profitable by $1, and I was like, should I just give up right here? But then it kicked in. It was like in the back of my head, all right, I made $1, but now I know how to do all this, and I can do it way quicker. And now I see that the ads are working. How can I make my next store better, faster, and be more profitable? And that's exactly what I did. If you guys are looking to actually make $10,000 or more a month, all you have to do is a couple things, really. Just be consistent, learn, and take action. Because if you're watching this YouTube video and you don't take any action, I hate to say it, but you watch this for pure entertainment. The only reason I'm posting these videos with clean edits and that are pretty much raw is so that you guys can actually learn, take action, and hopefully it helps your store and helps you make more money. Because that's what I wish I had when I was first watching YouTube as I first started. Because realistically, there's a lot of fake gurus out there, and that pisses me off. That's the only reason I started this channel, is to get straight to the point very quickly and teach you guys. So that's all I have to say for this video. Just stay on point and take action now.